Hey y'all.
Red.
Sandy.
Offered Homestead.
Well, it's
This
been an eventful
is
week.
strike two, so.
We're laughing because we've already tried to do this once and we messed it up.
The camera cut off, so.
Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah.
By the time we was getting somewhere good, you know.
Oh, it's
Let's start off with a good announcement.
a good announcement.
Yeah. We have something
We're
to
getting
celebrate.
older.
They're pretty sure of that.
We've earned our gray hairs.
Our children gave us a lot of them.
And now we have the privilege of having grandchildren, children, to give us more.
Mm-hmm. Number 2 showed up this morning.
Yes. My heart, my baby boy had a little, and him and his wife now have a little girl. It's so sweet. Whew. My heart.
Our granddaughter was 9 pounds, 1 ounce.
And 20.5 inches long.
Born this morning.
Bless it. And
I
Harley,
got to go see her earlier.
our beautiful daughter. She's, I say daughter because we don't have in-laws. We only have daughters and sons.
Yeah.
But she was so pretty. And she was so brave. And the two of them made a very beautiful little girl.
Yeah.
I just can't figure out if it looks more like Jessie or Harley.
I couldn't decide.
I kind of think
I'm
it's
not
an
good at
equal
that anyway.
equal balance.
I can always see both of them most
It's,
time, but
I think it's a pretty equal balance.
right now it is anyway.
But I got to hold her. I could sit and hold her for hours. She's done got her pappy right here.
It made a 2.5, almost 3 hour round trip for you to hold her for a few minutes. But
And then she's already a daddy's girl.
yeah.
Now, done a daddy's girl.
I didn't
done.
tell him this, but she's going to be a pappy's girl too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pappy had a hold of her and you can just see it written all over him. Yeah. She's got him right here already.
She'll be wanting to come over and sit and
She
her and watch TV and drink juice and ride the side by side. And
That's what our grandson does.
he kind of has an order of things he demands when he gets here, you know, or expected. He ain't really demands. He just kind of expects it, you know. You should follow the lead or the line of things he has in order, you know.
Okay.
She asked her daughter a question. She couldn't help herself. She had to know this information.
It bothers me because we were discussing how Jesse was, what, 9'3", 9 pound 3 ounces when he was born, and Samantha was 8'6" when she was born. And now we had little Delilah at 9'1", and it was bothering me. I couldn't remember how much Lincoln weighed. That's my daughter's little boy. So I had to text her. He was 8'6".
Yeah.
I knew he was 8 pounds, but couldn't remember the ounces because that's what is throwing me off. Him and his mama weighed the same.
Big healthy children.
Oh, and she's got the cutest feet. The cute feet. I got her some little flipper-floppers the other day. It's about this long. They're so cute. And my son was like, well, Mama, it might be a day or two before she fits those. It's not going to be long because her little feet are, she got the the Swafford feet.
Basketball coaches be watching her grow.
She grows into those feet, she's going to be tall.
Yeah.
Our son, that's the first thing he texts me. Head full of hair and big feet. I know, it's just so, it's so cute.
In a rural community, the basketball coaches have to look really hard to find their players sometimes. They don't always have all the right ones, so.
And if she's as tall, which now, she's adorable.
Telephone call. Had to stop for a second.
I had to have a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, but she's so cute. We see the little shoes I got were the same kind her daddy wears.
Yeah.
So, and they were about this long. She'll be wearing them for long. But it's so cute. She's so precious. I could hold her for hours.
How you get to for too long.
Yeah.
Let's tell them about our last week or so of the garden business.
That's called wear me out.
Potatoes come out back in, what, the second and third week of June?
Something like that. You just kept bringing them over. We couldn't dig them all at one time.
We canned them
We was
in
tired.
the last week of June.
Yeah.
I got a few days off work before the 4th, so we canned potatoes.
Wait, time out, wait a minute. We didn't can them all.
No.
We canned until we got tired of canning. Because we still got a lot to go.
We didn't can big potatoes, we canned all the little potatoes. We canned the new potatoes, as we call it. The golf ball size and smaller.
Oh,
We
that's
started
true.
canning. No, we didn't can all of them either. We put a hurt on the little tiny potatoes, so. And you gave away a bunch of them.
I've given away at least 4 or 5 Walmart sacks or dollar store sackfuls.
But the last, like I was trying to say,
No.
the last week of June we canned potatoes. Now, I canned potatoes. You watch television while I canned potatoes, but
Was I watching TV or was I just staring out the window?
he was most likely watching something on Roku, but because it took me most of the day to get 3 or 4 rounds of washing the potatoes and putting potatoes in the jars.
I
and
sorted
canning
potatoes one day while you canned.
You sorted all of our potatoes. You went back through them
Trying to find all the
anyway.
baby ones.
as you get us back off the trail here. We're trying to
And we
get back
picked
off
out-
this rabbit
we
trail onto the regular rabbit trail because she keeps running off the sides here.
I'm tired, my mind not working. But we also picked some green beans, so you put some green beans with potatoes too.
And we did can some quarts of green beans potato combo.
I like green beans and potatoes together.
And then the week of the
Corn.
4th, all the corn come in. Both kinds of corn, all 12 rolls. Pretty well was ready.
Corn
There's a few scrubs out there. She
and more corn.
likes to pick because she said I forgot some of the ears, and I said no. There's a few of them that's liked a few days. So I left the stalk and the ones that liked a few days standing, and the rest of them I cut down or knocked down. If they was bad, I throwed them down. We're gonna turn it under anyway.
Well, also, I told him when we got done with all of it, and he throwed all the corn cobs back in the compost. I looked at him and I went, he said, what? I said, I saw something on Facebook the other day about making corn syrup with the corn cobs. And I said, I meant to try it. And I forgot. He goes, oh, don't worry. We got some scrubs in the garden. We'll try it with them. And then he come in, was it the day or yesterday one? He said, look what I found in the garden. Ear about that long, about this bigger.
Well,
Looks so good.
We got plenty of corn. It turned out well, even though the rain, the several inches of rain that like to washed it away several times. It did. I think it hurt the fertilizer and part of the corn, but we got good pollination. We just didn't get as many good ears as we should have. But we got what we needed.
Kind of a good thing we didn't because we run out of room.
It should
But
have produced more ears, but a lot of them didn't fill in. They had corn on them, but they just never did grow. I'm assuming the fertilizer was washed away or soaked into the ground after you get 40 inches of rain the first 6 months of the year.
this is
40 plus
probably
inches.
the first time that I can remember
I
the
fertilized
wind
heavy.
didn't knock our corn over.
This is the first year in a long time we didn't lose a single stalk to the wind.
Usually the wind takes out at least one row, lays them down, and we have to get them to stand
It's
back up.
always hurricane season when my corn's getting close to being done. Hurricanes start in June. The corn finishes in July. Within the first week or two every year, I pretty well get it planted at the same time. It's ready in first or second week of July. We'll have a hurricane come through the Gulf about second or third week of June or the fourth week of June, and of course when it comes into the Gulf, 99% of the time it comes straight up and curves right over Tennessee, and our corn goes every which direction other than straight. And we wind up with a our corn laying on the ground, and all the corn cobs looks like they grow like bananas because the corn's trying to stand up. Even the cob turns crooked. I didn't know sweet corn could be on a straight cob. This year we actually had corn standing up straight. The cobs are straight, full of grain. I mean, it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't as many as they should have been.
I don't know
Well,
where
when
we
you
would
get
have put it if you would have had it.
You get 10 inches of rain at one time, it's hard to keep anything fertilized. That just kind of ruins the whole idea of fertilized ground. It all washes downhill. We got some really good weeds at the bottom of the garden.
Honey, we can grow weeds in a dead and drought, and this place will grow weeds.
I threw a whole lot of fertilizer at that corn because I realized it was being washed. I didn't get near enough back.
We got maters.
Got lots of tomatoes, we got lots of cucumbers. We've already made pickles out of cucumbers because they're filling up the refrigerator and going bad before we could eat them and give them away. So.
And we gave away a lot of them too. Still ain't figured out why you put the quarts instead of the pints on the pickles, because you're the only one that eats pickles. I love a cucumber. I ain't a fan of pickle.
Out of the beans and the potatoes and the jelly and the whatever else I canned. That's about 150 jars so far, and they was sitting on the front porch in a box ready to be used.
That's probably
I
why.
opened the front door, I got 7 of them out because I knew they were sitting there. I just moved them there a day or two ago.
That's true.
Washed them up and made pickles. What was it? We made muscadine jelly out of muscadines that was froze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we was trying to make room for in the
Oh, it
freezer
was,
for all the corn.
Made the crabapple jelly. That was the other thing I made.
Oh yes.
That
We
was
had
really
about
good.
a little ice cream bucket of crab apples. Made some really good crab apple jelly.
I pruned the tree this spring, and apples put on the fruit spurs in the fall. When you prune the tree and cut off a limb, you're cutting off possible fruit. I gave the tree a good pruning because it never really had a good pruning. I've pruned at it, but this year I actually could shape it. I had enough new limbs and enough old limbs to make it look like a tree again and not scattered so bad. So I made the tree actually, rounded. Cut the top out, cut all the stragglers off the bottom. You lose a lot of apples that way, but you get good apples. You just don't get as many.
Yeah, we cleaned some bags of muscadines out of the freezer, made jelly out of them, and then told them we need to eat some more of the fruit out of the freezer, so we'll make room for this year's. And he made an apple cobbler.
Fine eating.
Yes, and yes, it's very, very good. He should not have made it as large as he did because I think I ate half of it.
Mm-hmm.
More than half of it, probably. Because it was
didn't last
very,
long,
very.
let's put it that way.
It didn't. It should have lasted a lot longer than it did. But when you're cutting chunks like this to eat, don't last long. But it was so good.
That was
I know what we can do with the rest of those
That was
apples in the
Harley's
freezer.
because before she had the baby, we was sending cookies and banana bread stuff over to her because she was having cravings. That got the sweet tooth part started.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, we had partaken in some of them chocolate oatmeal cookies,
We had to stop making some of them because I was eating a lot of. I've ate more sugar in the last week
We made 3 rounds.
and
of
a week and a
cookies.
half than I have ate in probably the last year. Between the
Banana bread and
banana bread, the cookies, and the cobbler, and I was trying to cut sugars out, and I think I ate more of them this last week than I've had
I
in
can tell you
a
that.
year.
chocolate oatmeal cookie that's just basically dark sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Every scoop is nothing but sugar.
That's why I said I've ate more sugar in the last week or two than I have in the last year.
They are good though.
We gotta be selective on that making stuff.
Well, she's had the baby now, so maybe she don't have the cravings that she did.
Oh no, she'll still have cravings.
Maybe she won't crave cookies.
Oh, she'll probably want some cookies.
I mean, we barbecued ribs, we made barbecue, we've been busy. We got our table back like you watched our videos from the previous years, I pick tomatoes a little early and I bring them in. We've got a table that sits in the window. And they get put on the table according to how red they are, and they get, I guess you can say, they kind of graduate from the window out to the edge of the table. Once they get pretty close to being fully ripe, they move to the kitchen and they get put in the refrigerator. We're getting ready to have a canning this weekend over tomatoes.
And I don't know what we're doing.
Grab the leaf of there.
This thing?
Yeah. That's a leaf of sponge. Some people don't know what that is, so.
It's not spongy.
There's a leaf of sponge in it. A big leaf of sponge. Our leaf of plants has done really well this year. I believe I'll get my seeds back. That one I have more seeds in it than I've owned. I finally got them to hold and found a good place to grow them. And the bees absolutely love the blooms of a leaf of plant. The bees don't even make no noise when they get in it. They crawl off in the flower and they just kind of disappear, and it looks like they're taking a bath, and they're just rubbing it all over themselves. I stand out there and watch that. It's hilarious. Watch the bees.
We've been busy.
The bumblebees get in the beans early in the morning when you're trying to pick beans. There's some good sized bumblebees get in there. It's funny to watch them try to hang on them little tiny blooms, and they're twice or three times the size of that bloom.
Yeah.
Or our flowers out there, the Indian sunflowers we grow. Well, they come back every year. We don't actually plant them anymore. They plant themselves back. They're so fuzzy, the bees have to fly over the top of them. They have to just get lined up and just drop on them. They'll flop into them and be able to push the fuzz on them. It's funny to watch out. I don't know, all this stuff we're growing, it's changed things around here. We're getting, like, the robins. Well, I was trying to think of that. I noticed there was a robin would come up our strawberry beds right outside this window. I'd see the robin out there all the time. He's trying to get him a strawberry. But what we didn't know until we started watching him close, we're pretty sure he was the male, there was a female robin. He'd stand out in the yard, he'd come hunt, find something to eat, and he'd take it over and give it to her, and she'd take it from him, and he'd come back and go back to hunting. It was funny to watch him run over here, and he'd work really hard, find something, he'd run back over to her, give it to her, and she'd take it from him, and he'd run back again. He worked hard. He's impressing his woman.
Smart bird.
The cardinals came back. Huge woodpecker.
That's what you said.
That's a huge woodpecker that came in the other day, and I couldn't get nobody to notice it for me. I tried to get my grandson to look at it, and of course he's 4, and he's like, "Where?" Right there. Where?
I can't get out of my chair fast enough to look out the window on something. By the time I got my chair down where I could get up, it was gone.
All the blooms and stuff grows here now. We just got all kinds of stuff flying in here. Stuff you see occasionally, but now we're seeing it daily. My mockingbird comes in every evening and sits in the tree and sings. I don't know how many different noises he knows, but he don't skip none, I don't think. He carries on the whole time I'm outside. I just have to ignore him eventually. It's comical to listen to him because he can change so quick. You know, all the different noises he goes through. But he'll sit in the pine tree above the garden and he'll just sing away.
Oh, that's messing with me.
Yeah. Well, I thought we'd just talk about the things we've seen going on, the things we've been doing, the garden, and let you know we're still around. We're just busy. And took time to make videos. I hope the video of the
Just
taking the
keeping
corn
up
out.
with the mowing is hard work.
Keeping up with mowing, man. We don't really keep up with mowing. We need to mow right now. But when I get ready to tear the corn out with the tractor, I'll probably make a video with the 08 in. We'll let it plow the corn out. It'll be a lot easier to get the stalks up. We'll let it plow it over instead of me trying to pull them and cut them. And that'll make a good video. We'll flatten it off and plant something.
Sounds good.
But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Miss Cindy's had enough. We gotta go. So
Yeah.
y'all take care. God bless.